live in the Speakeasy. It's your boy City. You know what I'm saying? We got GP the Showboat.
Hey, what's
DJ Big Bailey. And today we got our guest today, Roderick Chappell.
Yeah.
Hey. Motivational speaker talking about his book today, Yes, I Can't.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on Speakeasy. You know what I'm saying? All the way from Virginia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, by way of Tyler, Texas.
By way of Tyler.
And back to Tyler, Texas.
Full circle.
Oh, yeah.
Originate.
Yeah.
That's right.
So tell us,
young.
tell us a little bit about the book, Yes, I Can't.
Yes, I Can't.
What's that mean?
Well, it's called a self-sabotage edition, and what we do, we would be more successful in our lives if we didn't talk ourselves out of whatever we're trying to do. For example, somebody say, I want to go back to school. Okay, go get my degree, finish my degree up. And then those little voices start talking in their head. You know you ain't got no money. You know you ain't got no support. Who gonna watch your kids? So we'll talk ourselves out of it before we even get a chance to be successful. So the book basically just kind of helps you correct that course in your life. And my goal with the book was just to write it to the point where people could take one nugget and apply it to their lives and just make a change. It's all about changing your mind.
I like that.
Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Is this the first book you've come out with?
Yes, sir. This is the first one. This is going to be a 3-book series, and then I'm going to do a workbook, and then we're going to come out with the next 3 books.
Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, more to come, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Roderick Chappell. Yeah.
What got you into writing?
Okay, good question. My best friend, Farrell Johnson, had lost his job. Now, we're not talking about a lot of time here. This is like 90 days ago, okay? He lost his job, and I was really trying to help him out and find a way for him to make some money online. And I ran across this video, and it sparked the interest and woke up something within me. I was like, man, can I really write a book? And I just researched writing and researched publishing for about 2 weeks. And then the Yes, I Can't just hit me one day. And, you know, Obama, yeah, exactly. So I was hearing Obama in the back of my mind, you know, yes, we can. And I was like, how can I spin that? And I had been, you know, I'm always dealing with some things myself. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to grow. And I was like, what have been the things in my life that have prevented me from taking the steps that were necessary for me to move to the next level? Mm-hmm. So the Yes, I Can came into existence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Speakeasy Nation, this is what it looks like. Y'all see the illustrations? Take it up, Speed. There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
y'all need to cop that.
That's right.
Yeah. Guess what? GP the Showboat got one. If you can't read, I'll read it to you.
The audiobook. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It's funny you said that. I got it. It is out on audiobook.
No
I got it on ebook and on paperback.
So tell them how to find it in these different places.
All right, you can go to Amazon.com, type in my name, or type in the Roderick Chappell. Thank you, sir. Or you can go in and type in Yes, I Can't. It'll come up that way. And you go to Amazon, you get the ebook and the paperback, but you have to go to acx.com to get the audiobook.
Okay. Y'all got that again?
Or you can go to roderickchappell.com and buy it from me directly, and I'll autograph it for you and send it to you.
Yeah.
Already, that's the way to
Or if you're in the rose capital of the world, you can come see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll autograph it in front of you and give it to you.
Just like this is right here. Yeah, see there we are. Right there. Yeah,
Tell
we
them
live in the
how you
studio.
decided to come home and release your book at home. You could have did it there in Virginia.
Yes, sir.
I know
I
that's
could
right.
have.
Tell them a little bit about
Tell
it.
them we could have did it 20 hours away at the house. Tell them how you had your wife traveling with 100.7 fever to come out here.
Wow.
Yeah.
We woke up the morning, we was going to come, was that Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday morning, and Jennifer had a fever, and she had to go to the hospital and everything. And I was like, babe, you sure you want to make this trip? She's like, hey, I'm with you. So when you find a good one, you know, you gotta treat it right.
That's
Gotta love it.
That's that ride or die.
That's ride or die.
Guess I was gonna
That's
ride.
like 1% of the population.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all make some noise for Miss Jennifer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And by your man.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
they
When you pull it from a deck of cards, you get a queen or a king. Don't throw them back because there is a joker in there.
You right about that.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Why
Yeah,
did you
we
come
glad-
home?
We decided to come home because you hear about people going off and doing big things and being successful, and then you don't ever hear from them coming back home or doing anything. And I know that, I haven't sold 1 million copies yet. Haven't sold 1 million copies yet. We're working on it. But I want. That's right. I'm naming and claiming. But I want to come back to T-Town and release it because this is where I'm from. I got to show some love back to Tyler because Tyler loves me.
Class of 92, support your classmate.
That's right. Thank you, baby.
Already.
Yeah.
So y'all looking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to come, and I hadn't been home in golly, baby. I hadn't been home in probably 10, 12 years.
Well,
So
been that long?
yes, sir. So it gave me a reason to come back home.
Right.
And when I came up with the idea, and I started talking to folk in Tyler, man, everybody's just been so on board and just so for it. I just had to, man. I had to drive that 1,500 miles.
It's good to have people that support you.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wanted to come back home, because
This where it all
this is
started.
where it all started.
Tell us a little insight about your book. Tell us a little about some hot topics in there or some.
Well,
Tell them about the duck.
there's this one story. And you don't have to read too far to find it.
Oh, you could.
And it's a story I talk about a duck. And a lot of times I'll autograph the book and I'll be like, be a duck. Because if you notice, if you go to a lake or a pond, you see ducks swimming around, they look good. I mean, they just, they moving and gliding. But underneath that water, that duck is paddling like crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the way we got to be in life. Mm-hmm. Life is not going to be easy.
You gotta be that duck.
That's right. You got to be that duck and work like crazy so it'll look like it's smooth. So that's just some of the insights. Matter of fact, my boy Bailey made the book.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Tell me a little side about Big Bailey. Before he will find
Back in there about the author, I interject, and I'm really thanking some folks that have been a part of my life that helped shape me into the man that I have become. And I didn't forget about my boys that that had my back in high school. I didn't forget hopefully I didn't forget about the folks that helped me. Hey, if you have helped and blessed me, and I didn't put you in the book, y'all let me know and I'll put you in the next one.
I told him about that too, though. I said, you know what? You shouldn't put anybody in there because you're gonna forget somebody.
Well,
and he was like, no, I'm just gonna list everybody.
That's right. There you go, baby.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right about it.
Like Chucky too.
That's
Chucky too.
and 3 and 4
And 3 and 4.
and
Yep.
5.
When did it stop, everybody?
I don't know. They just came out with another one.
I know.
Yeah, man. But it's just good to be back home and just try to be a positive beacon light. Because I know what it's like to be in Tyler.
Right.
I know what it's like.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be here. And I don't know what it's like in the last 10, 15, 20 years, but I don't know if anybody has come back and was like, hey, I'm doing this here. I know we got Earl Campbell.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I know we got Pittsburgh Hot Links. We got roses, but
That's
we don't
it.
benefit from none of the roses.
Right.
Right.
When last time somebody cut y'all a check and say, hey, thank y'all for buying roses?
Right.
That don't happen. So
My hand in their hand.
Exactly, that's
Thank
it.
you.
And we got a roll going.
hey man, that's it.
So you're going to be doing, it says you're speaking at the General Assembly Institute?
Yes, sir. I'll be speaking tomorrow at 1 p.m. My mom, Bailey and I was talking before we went live. My mom has been elevated. I don't know if I told you, but she was pastoring at one particular time.
I remember.
Now she's been elevated to overseer, which means she has like 11, 12 churches that she really kind of leads and guides. So she invited me, and we kind of killing 3-4 birds with one stone. We celebrated her birthday too. Her birthday was last week. The book's coming out, and she was like, "Hey, since you're here, why don't you speak to the people?" Because I'm a motivational speaker as well. So, what I do, if you have an organization, you have a sales force, if you're a church, and you're trying to move those folks from where you are to try to start living up to their potential, call us in. We put together a customized program, not just a seminar. We put together a customized program that can take you from A to Z. And we can do that because Jennifer and I have built businesses from zero, just us, to 500-600 people.
So tell me a little bit something about some of the business adventures that y'all been on?
Oh God.
Well, let's have insight into your book and being an entrepreneur.
Well, I mean,
right?
he is an entrepreneur, and I don't ever want to take anything away from that. But when I met him, so let's roll it back. When I met him, he was in prepaid legal, and the first thing he did, even before we ever really started talking, was to give me his way of like introducing me to his side of the business, the lifestyle, or whatever, was to give me a DVD and say, "Hey, I want you to watch this." I'm like, okay, that's a crazy way to introduce yourself, but he had been doing like multi-level marketing and all kind of independent businesses for a long time. I think he had been doing so since he was 19. So, you know, when we got together, I'm all in on the admin side. He's a sales guy. I'm more of an organizational person. I don't necessarily have to be in front of the people and talk to everybody. Not say that I can't, but I don't have to do that part of it. I can definitely be in the background and make it look good, and then you can go and show it off to everybody. And so putting those two sides together allowed us to kind of move from what was it? Live the Source was a real big one.
Yeah, that was a big. That was probably our biggest.
That was one where we got up to about 600 folks in the organization. It only took about 90 days to boost it up.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, just to get people up and moving and excited.
Let me interject real quick to give you an idea. We went from sales 90 days previous that at zero basically to over 60 grand our last month in business.
Yeah.
So you know we were producing.
Yeah, I think we had done
That's awesome.
Yeah, but we had done I think it was almost 200 agents in insurance, and we had done a couple of other businesses after that. But we had also built businesses for other people where we had gotten into business with.
I had a friend that owns a pest control. So
we kind of doubled his book of business.
Yeah, we doubled his book of business, but then it didn't take long. It took 120 days.
It might have taken 120 days.
Yeah.
That's pest control. It's a little tougher, but yeah. And let me see, who else did we double up for?
Radio station. I mean,
we did push a bunch of business at the radio station, and then we did House of Faith.
Yep, we had a ministry that we helped build. We doubled
their ministry, doubled their membership for them. So not just our own stuff, but we are able to kind of get in there and help people move their own people around and create success for them too.
So by this other talent that y'all have, it kind of inspired you to maybe try your own, right?
Yeah,
you know you already can sell yourself, so that's great. You got a built-in skill there.
Well, my business currently is RC home repairs. And that business has taken off in the last year. I mean, it's to the point a lot of times I have a 2-week waiting period before I even. I tell people, they call me and I'm like, hey, how did you hear about me? Oh, this person told me you went by, did some work for them, and I tell them straight up, I'm like, I look at my calendar, I'm like, I got a 2.5 week wait before I can even come look at your job.
Must be pretty good, bro.
He is a real good handyman.
Hey, can I be down?
I was doing something.
Yeah. I'm always painting and fixing something because in this life, Bailey, and you gotta have multiple streams of income. You got to see, and I've been to the point where I was dependent on one source of income, and they gonna pay you just enough so you don't quit.
Right.
And you're going to do just as much work so they don't fire you.
Right.
Well, I was on the other end of that a couple of times where they was like, hey, we don't like your work or you, and we going to let you go. And I swore it out like this, I'm never going to put myself in a situation. I promised my wife this, y'all don't know this, but I'll share this, and I know she don't mind. 5.5 years ago, we were homeless. Were we?
Oh yeah, I mean that's a true story. I thought you was gonna keep going.
I am gonna keep going, but you gotta bring that tension.
True story. I'll validate.
Yes, sir. She stuck through me. She stuck through me, and we've been to people where we've had some success, and we've definitely had some failures. We've had some peaks and we had some valleys. And when we built that business, we were telling you guys we had built it to 600 people. It was running like $60,000 a month. Well, we was making really good money, and oh man, overnight,
something happened.
Yeah, the
owner was a drug addict or something. I don't know what happened. He dropped off the face of the planet.
Yep.
Like good nobody.
And we was rolling,
him.
man. I mean, we was making it was good, man. I don't like to brag or nothing, but when you've been there,
hey, if you're doing good, if you're good at something, you're just good at it.
Right.
It's not brag.
Right. And when you're making an income, and then overnight it's gone.
Right.
And you don't know how you're gonna pay your rent, your mortgage, your car payment. You don't know how you're gonna eat.
It's real,
bro. That's I've been through that. Like last time we talked, I've been there. I know what it's like to, have the water turned off, have the lights turned off. I know what that's like.
Been there.
And that's not a good feeling. Yeah.
Young life.
Yeah, when we was coming up, that's the way we lived. That's the way we grew up.
That's what I'm talking about.
So, it happened to us, and I made some very, I'm not gonna say they were bad business decisions. I made some business decisions that it was based off the information I had at that particular time. And I basically took our life savings and sunk it into this business. And we ain't seen this cat. I mean, this dude's gone. We've been looking for him for like 6 years now. We found it about 3 months ago.
He done went underground.
And he still owes some money, So if you're listening, you know who you are. I want my check. Head falls work.
Break bread.
That's right, break bread, baby. But yeah, that's kind of the background from where since we've been together. And Jennifer, and don't let her fool you, man. She can get in front of a room and speak way better than I can. I'm like that, I'm that motivator. I'm gonna get you up and going. But Jennifer breaks it down to the point where she gets to your molecular structure, to your cells, and get you off of them brain cells where she give you the information. So I've been blessed to have a wonderful woman who got my back, who coaches me, teaches me, helps me, but more importantly, loves me.
Even when he fussing about it.
Hey, we ain't nobody perfect. We all bring canvases,
Do y'all realize something though?
What's up?
It wasn't for your failure, because you fail fast, but you learn fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that turns you into something. Do you even know it turns you into an entrepreneur? That failure made you, I'm gonna do this for myself.
Right.
I'm gonna stop depending on others. But everybody in America, as I say, us as a minority, we don't get it.
I mean, I think
everybody else get it but us. We want to work on a job, Florida come out of town, put some wigs on, and you go buy all his wigs. But if you make a wig shop, they won't buy nothing.
They won't buy it from you.
That's true, but I think that's part of what, I think that's part of what that Yes I Can't is. We all get in our own way because we scared to step out and do it. Some people not necessarily sitting off to the side working 40 years for the man because they want to. They got a dream. They sit at work and complain about being at work all day, every day. I know it, but they don't want to get out of that lane. They scared to move
because we not taught that.
Well, I'm sorry.
But that's why it's changing. Generations change.
It is.
But I'm saying that's where it come from. We not taught that, and you gotta understand. I know why, because the opportunities wasn't the same back then. Our parents had to.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that growth, we won't be able to have the opportunity to come to the light of, hey, America's about business.
Yes, it is.
And you should be teaching your kid that.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Every generation should be getting better.
Yes, that's the curse.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We don't realize this. Everybody come here for business. All the foreigners.
They do.
That's because we don't get it.
But they know they get them incentives and stuff when they come over.
But life is not fair.
Right.
So if you look at it like that, you never go anywhere. It's true.
Yeah.
Just like what? Bill Cosby, 81 years old, he went to jail.
Man, he going to jail.
But what I'm saying, look how many senators. Look, I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to be racist or none of that. I'm just stating the facts. Just stating the facts. Look at all these other.
I know it. You can say
nothing happened to him.
Look at our president.
Look how they on TV defending this guy. He might be innocent. I'm not saying that he wasn't.
I don't believe it.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The only point I'm making is life ain't fair.
Right.
So if you let that be your reason, just like you say, yes I can't. That's exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
If you let that be your reason for being afraid to get out and do something for yourself because it's hard.
Yeah.
Well, you never going anywhere.
Well,
it don't matter about who you are, what color you are.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. And I think a big thing too is, we wouldn't have a reason to be strong if there weren't things that held us back or trials that we had to overcome.
You can say that.
That's right.
No reason
and that's exactly what I'm saying.
And to look at any kind of obstacle and then be like, oh, well, I can't do that.
Exactly.
You've done that all your life. You got to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes, you can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got to get out of that self-sabotage.
But that's you talking yourself out of it, and that's exactly what that book is about. It's about you talking yourself out. I didn't tell you couldn't. You told yourself you couldn't.
Exactly.
Like the guy down the street didn't say, Bailey, you can't. City, you can't. But you did. You killed that dream before it ever got started. You told yourself it was impossible. You took the seed out of the ground. You didn't let it grow.
Right.
So
and you're right. And kind of like you, Rod. When I was a kid, maybe about 13, I always had a dream to own a record label.
I know that's real.
And I was in nursing school. I graduated nursing school, TJC. And one day I woke up, I was like, I want my own record label.
Right.
I didn't know what to do. Mm-hmm. So I had a friend who wrote a book. Was Greg? No, his name is Jody. He's a white guy.
Okay.
We're real close friends.
Jody Blade.
I was like, Jody, man, I want to start a business. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So it was like, go downtown to the courthouse, get your business name, get it notarized, go over to the comptroller. It cost me $5.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
$5 to start a business.
That's they do.
Damn.
And you in business.
Hell, I didn't know that.
Right.
But as you get in business, you learn more things. So now I was a sole proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed in business and kept talking to people. Ooh, you need to be a corporation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to be a corporation. So I can't get sued. So me and my business is one separate entity. And then I get a 30% discount on my taxes.
Bingo.
There you go.
Wow. I've been trying to carry kids. I didn't know. I'm going to make more money with a business than ever trying to get a kid to carry.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't tell you that.
No, they
See,
won't
that's the
say
mentality. You want to be in the projects and have a bunch of babies. Well, you don't know. All you got to do is start a business. You don't get twice as much money back.
That's right.
Now you're writing up everything.
Go ahead. Go educate them. Educate them.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
We won't know that.
Right.
Burgers,
You know what I'm saying?
gasoline,
Wow.
etc.
We laughing at the people with a magnet on their car. Now they laughing at you.
Exactly.
Because you the one don't get it.
You the one don't get it.
And you the one standing on the corner talking about would work for food.
Yes.
Why don't you sell something? Hey, did you know how to do? Everybody got a gift.
You right, boy. You better say that.
Right.
Everybody got a
Everybody
gift.
got something they
brother.
can do.
You're right. You're right.
You can turn anything you passionate about into a money making venture.
And get out of self-pity.
Yeah.
Amen.
We all come from something.
You
Right.
right, boy.
Everybody has something. Even the richest kids had something. Some obstacle.
Let me get this money out of my
Just,
bag.
you know what
Throw
I
it
mean?
at you.
And, that's what been, because we all been through something. Like, I mean, because really, like the relationships that I had with Rod and Greg and S.A. and Patrick Blood, we were like brothers.
We were.
Yeah.
We was like brothers and friends. You know what I mean? And we wouldn't have made it without that, I don't
Right.
think. You know what I mean? That's the greatest thing that happened to us.
Right.
What if we never had it hard?
We did.
Feed off each other,
Yeah.
helping each other.
Yeah.
And if we were having a hard time, we were there for each other. We were having trouble in class, we were there for each other. I put it in the book. I was like, if it wasn't for these guys right here, and I listed all y'all, if it wasn't for y'all, I would not be where I am right now.
That's right. That's what you do.
Cause real talk, easily been selling drugs and
Yeah.
doing all the stuff our other friends were doing. Look
Yes,
at all
sir.
them in the jail or dead.
Yeah.
All the people was doing other stuff.
Exactly.
We grew up the
It was
same
there
way
for
as
us. Yeah, it was there for us.
Could have did easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all in the support and the circles of influence that you build for yourself.
And also just even having moms like your mother, Greg mother.
Yeah.
Just saying, hey, she slapped us like a Roger. You messing up, she ain't gonna hold back.
She sure did.
Hey, Trace, come here. Talk to me.
No, it's good.
Nah,
I
she
grew
hold
up like
back.
that.
You
I
know
grew up
what I
like
mean? Hey, what ride going? Come here. What did y'all
That's
do?
right. What did y'all do?
Yeah, don't lie to me.
that. That's
I know y'all wasn't where you say you was
That's
at.
how you supposed to grow up.
Yeah.
I was like, if you ain't grow up like that, something was wrong.
Right.
I had at least 6 or 7 adults that could kick in my butt before I got home to my mama. By the time I got home, I had got 2 whoopings,
Yeah.
yelled
Hey,
at 3 or 4 times, and still had to get a beat by a woman.
You know, we need to get back to that as society, and we want to have so many things going on in schools, elementary schools, etc., bringing
Agreed.
guns, high schools and stuff.
Who ever heard a kid in
Shooting
elementary
stuff.
bringing a gun to school?
Never heard
I was
that.
scared to look at a gun.
Yes, sir.
I know my mom would have slapped me blue, the principal and the
Man.
teacher too.
That would
And the coach
just
would
what
have
happened.
put in your butt.
Yeah.
You gonna get a paddling.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with kids.
But you know,
No, this-
going to school and or them those times like that made to me better character than they do kids now.
I agree.
They just send them to a room with nothing, nobody in there, and no guidance. They already lost.
Right.
So why send them where they can be obedient even more? Then when they get back in the class, they're rebellious and they mad at this teacher here. They send me over here, this student over here.
That's good.
You know, it's going back and forth. My 14-year-old is 6'2", and she fights because people pick on her because she's bigger than them.
Yeah.
But I said, God gave you a gift.
Right.
Your gift first is being 14 and at the height you are.
Yeah.
Learn how to control what your gift may be at basketball, wherever.
Right.
You see, that's what
All
your
tall
guidance
people,
come in.
all tall people don't play basketball.
Right.
You know, unorthodox or something. But you know, whatever a gift is, Courtney, I am sure that you'll find it out. Because my calling is radio, and look at me now.
That's right.
There it is. There it is.
You gotta first believe in yourself.
You do.
And surround yourself with like-thinking people.
That's
It don't
right.
got to be the same thing, but it's the same goal. Because I mean, you got a goal, and you want to be something in life. It's like crabs in a bucket. If you hang around people who want nothing, if they see you moving just
They
a little
gon-
bit, they're
they
gonna
gon'
pull you
grab
back.
you.
That's right.
But if your support group is those with like minds,
Yeah.
they don't push you.
That's right.
And it's gonna inspire you because you don't want to get left behind.
That's right.
Right.
You know, I got a saying. I got a saying, Bailey, that if you can't put wood on my fire, don't douse it with water.
Right.
Leave me alone. I'd rather just leave me alone. If you can't be a part of my cheering squad, I don't need you around. Cause I need folks that's pushing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's harder to spend 70% of your time thinking negative than it is to spend 30% of your time thinking positive.
Wow.
So when you're thinking positive, no matter what happened to you, you're gonna always think about what's the positive outcome.
That's right.
I agree
How
with
can
that.
I get out of that?
I'm gonna say I can get
You
with
know?
that. I mean, but that's a mindset people have to change. They got to cycle over top of that. They got to get to the point where they're like, I gotta either put in the effort for, you know, to turn it into a habit to be positive all the time, or seek out the positivity even in some of the bad situations, versus, you know, just being, because it's easy to be negative. It's easy to be like, oh man, you know, woe is me, and oh, why me, and oh, my life. It's so easy to do that. And sometimes you gotta build it in where you say, okay, for the next 30 days, every day, I'm gonna be grateful for something, and you build in the habit of positivity and gratuity and, you know, gratitude, and then you can be in that place where you're like, oh yeah, it's easy for me to be positive. Oh yeah, I got in a car crash, but could have been worse. I could have lost my legs. I could have died. You know, could have killed somebody, but I'm good. You know, it's just a car. My insurance will cover it. You know, people have to build it in as a habit sometimes, because it's so easy for you to get beat down by everything that's going on, by, you know, in the world, all the people that are helping you be negative, because misery do love company.
Look at the news every
So
day.
exactly.
5% good,
Thank you.
95% bad.
Yes.
As long as the bad on the channel jumping.
Exactly.
And that's why we got what we call them now, reality shows.
Yep.
Yes.
Because they want to see the mess.
Yes, they do.
And you know what? People
So
think
attractive.
that we like that.
Yeah, they
Because that's
do.
what they see.
That's what they see.
And really only 10% act like that.
That's
Right.
true. But it's,
It's a
what they see.
perception.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
all
Right.
it is.
It's a
what
perception.
they build out.
Yeah.
So what do you want to make money doing? I mean, I ain't knocking nobody for whatever they do. But I think it starts at home. You have to teach your kids what, you know, hey, this is just entertainment.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something that Jennifer and I did, and I thought about it as y'all were talking, and you co-signed this about 60 days before the book, before I even had the idea of the book. What we did for about a month straight, we played The Secret every night,
Yeah.
and then about a month after that, I had found this. And it might be a little unorthodox for some of y'all, okay? But we found a
Are you talking about the powerful person?
the hip. It's a nighttime meditation, but it's like a hypnotic meditation, and you play it for the 8 hours that you sleep, and he's talking to you in a positive chant, but subconsciously, every morning when I wake up, I was remembering the things that he was saying, and I started seeing doors open and windows open that weren't there before we started doing this.
Right.
So I said all that to say this: if you're the type of person, especially for the listening audience, if you're the type of person that you're trying to make a change, there are things out that are free now. See, we didn't have Facebook and YouTube and all that. We was coming up.
Right.
We just had Channel 7 News, and that was it.
That's it.
And we didn't have cable, so that's all we was stuck with.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that's all we knew. But now, it's so many platforms with social media. You guys have a great platform where y'all talk about positive things all the time. I've been following y'all. Y'all are trying to make a change in the community. You got people like these guys. You got things on YouTube. If you want to do some things like that, contact me personally. I will show you and teach you some of the things that I do to keep myself on a positive note. Because like Jennifer said, it's so easy to get down. It's so easy to be negative. But there are things that you can do personally and do it for 21 days straight. It's a habit now, and you change your life forever.
Do you know how many successful person failed 1,000 times?
Oh man, yes.
Look at the light bulb.
That's right. I was about to say
The first light bulb didn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if he didn't fail fast and learn fast, we wouldn't have light.
Amen.
You right about it?
So
I talk about that in the
hey,
book,
go
to
way
talk about
back
failure.
then. The
Fail fast.
simplest things in your face, you don't even see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's teaching you something, but you don't
That's
have the
Absolutely.
insight to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You
I
see
need
what
to
I'm
find
saying?
that. I'm gonna find that quote before we leave. I'm gonna have to jump up and get my bag, but I'm gonna find that quote because it talks about that. They asked, I can't remember who it was that they were talking to, but they talk about how many times they failed before, and then but he didn't call them failures. He just like it was 1,000 opportunities to learn.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
You learn every time you fail.
Like, I think it was.
That's right.
I think it was about the light bulb because he was like, it was 1,000. I just learned. I didn't fail. I just learned 1,000 ways that the light bulb doesn't
Didn't
work.
work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm in it.
And you gotta be like Thomas Edison. You gotta be like that about life.
It's about life.
I mean, think about your first child.
Mm-hmm.
I was 21. I was scared.
Right.
When I cried, I didn't want no baby.
Did you cry?
What's I'm doing with a baby? I'm 21. I'm fresh out of high school. You walk to college to get there. You know, I'm just saying. You know, but you scared, right?
Yeah.
So by the time the second one, all those experience you had, you more relaxed. You know how to be a father.
Yeah.
You don't know. You better, right?
Yeah.
Because you know what to expect.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
When you young, you just don't know. You afraid of the fears of failure. It's scary, you know. Like I'm walking to McDonald's. I'm walking to college. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get me a car. My mom and dad couldn't even buy me a car. You know what I mean? That's how I got on that train. 24 years later.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I never quit. It was those things that happened to me. I walked the train. I got a job at TJC. I struggled and I got a nursing degree. But I was at train so long, I never left. I decided to do something else.
Yeah.
So I kept on going and I got a bachelor's. And now I got a master's. You know what I mean? But the thing is, all those things that happen, you keep pushing and pushing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a great business together, me and my cousin. You know, people say negative things about us. But it's one thing about us. We don't try to be seen.
Right.
We don't have to be the greatest guy in town.
That's right.
Because it's a whole lot of world.
It sure
We
is.
can go 1,000 miles and somebody heard of us. Because we go everywhere.
Right.
Testify.
That's what I'm about to say.
Testify.
And we always try to inspire people living with something good when we entertain them. And I guarantee you, almost every time we always get something off the gig we did.
Yeah. And because we always give back, we are humble people. We know in the beginning how it started, and look at how we winding up now.
That's right.
This journey that he talked about, we linked up after we were separated up until 1999.
Right. And we blood.
And they put us right beside each other working. I hadn't seen him since I was 13.
Wow.
Put us beside each other and we linked back up. I introduced rap music to him.
But
No Limit.
You know, my parents kept me in church. I
Hey,
ain't know that.
No Limit Records made a lot of money off this cat right here. Master P. We made a video of Modesto. We went all over the great states, the great cities, the great towns, little bitty places. They know who we are. Shout out to all of y'all.
Texas, Louisiana,
And
all over.
we made a video, and Tracy reached out and to other people he knew. Ran across George, and we ran across this young fella right here.
We've been together about 2 years on this
And
too.
we done been up and down the highway together. We done met some celebrities. We done been in some of the highest places and some of the places not so high.
Right.
But we always collectively as a unit. When you see us, we are the Speakeasy Nation.
That's
and that's what I
right.
teach them. Unity is one. Just because somebody see things a different way, hey, you're visionary. I need some of these attributes behind me.
Right.
Hey, author, motivational speaker, visionary, etc., etc.
That's
Hey,
right.
that's my goal.
And you know what people are afraid of? America's about culture.
That's right.
So if your mind is in a box with culture, you missed out on the world.
Yeah.
Guess what? Everybody ain't black and white.
Right.
That's right.
You right about that.
Right.
So look at all the opportunities you're missing out on.
Right.
You right about
To
that.
learn something new.
Right.
Get out this box.
I challenge myself every day to be greater. I ain't mean to cut you out, be
Yeah,
greater.
that's good.
I'm not the
We
butterfly.
get into it.
I'm not a butterfly off in a jar that can only just go so high with the holes in it. I gotta eat. I gotta do everything everybody else do. I'm a human being, we all humans.
That's right.
And with that being said, if I listen to some people, it wouldn't be me shining right now with these other two people right here, and we got y'all in the studio. So I'm GP the showboat for real, not sometime. Yeah,
We
baby.
did something we never we did something that we did before with City Celtic Fest. I don't know if y'all heard of Celtic
Celtic
music.
Fest.
We had done
Okay.
something there that was a new horizon for us.
Oh, I like
And we've
that.
done country music too. And
Yes.
done all kind of stuff.
Done
It's
all
like,
kind of music, all kind of.
yeah. And,
Good. Step outside them boxes.
and
So you know what? One thing you
The
said,
world
baby.
ain't all hip hop.
You said you was working at train. You was walking to TJC. You was had a child. But one thing you said that you didn't say, you was hustling.
you right. I
And
was.
the one thing that I see when people are not born with silver spoons in their mouth, we act like we got a silver spoon. You gotta get out here and hustle. That's the bottom line. If you want it, you gotta go get it.
You right.
You got to.
Right.
And the whole wide world is open to you. We can't say any longer that the man is keeping us down. We keeping ourselves down.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what this book is all about.
With this
With
right
our
here,
mind, exactly.
it's the greatest weapon.
Yes, sir.
You can be out of jail and still in prison.
You better know
oh,
it.
Man, good Lord.
It's all in your head. It's all about what you think about what's going on up here. It's your perception of the world around you and your place in
And
it.
how others perceive you.
Absolutely. Because if you're going to look at yourself and say, well, I'm only good enough to go here, the world may not think that about you. I may think that you're the greatest person in the world and deserve your 6 different radio companies and 700 different radio shows.
Right.
But if you only see yourself with one station, with one show, with one little crew, and that's all you see and your vision ain't bigger than that, my vision don't count.
Right.
Because you keeping yourself down. You keeping yourself locked into your
You gotta
own
be
little
around
box.
people who are always pushing you.
Always
no matter what,
pushing you up.
elevate.
That's right. Because somebody said to me not long ago, she said her father used to tell her all the time that if she was the smartest person in the room, she needed to find another room. Because if you the smartest
You gotta
person in
learn
your
nothing.
room, there ain't nothing those people in there can do for you. You need to find another room where you the dumbest person in there and let them people elevate you to where they are.
That's right.
One thing.
That is so real right there. That's real. That's
And
deep.
get
I like
get
that.
some. I'm sorry, I said it. And get some mentorship. If you want, if you're looking to get into the rap game, you're looking to get into to a radio station, whatever. Talk to these guys.
Right.
If you're looking to publish your first book, call me. If you want to learn accounting, call Jim. Find somebody that don't.
I do that during the daytime because that's my job. That ain't my life though. Don't call me by that.
The point is, find somebody. Yeah, find somebody that will take you under their wing. And I just launched. Well, I hadn't even launched it yet. I got some people that I mentor, and it's crazy how when you first find somebody that's willing to spend time with you, invest time in you in your life. We put up all these walls,
Right.
because we want to keep doing it the way we've been doing it. But a wise man, wiser than me, said, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that was the definition of insanity.
Right.
You're not going to get a different result by doing the same
That is deep.
stuff
Right.
that you've been doing for 20 years. Because guess what? The same results going to happen on the next 20 if you don't
That's
change.
right. That's
You got to
right.
change.
That's right. That's right. That's
Keep
right.
hustling, Bailey. Keep
That's why
hustling.
this,
Keep hustling, y'all.
This
You gonna say Sid?
Yeah, go ahead, Sid. I'm
So
sorry.
I was just gonna say, man, like, so you can be positive and fail.
That's
Sometimes, like going back to the light bulb, you might fail 1,000 times before you finally succeed. But being negative, you'll never succeed. There's nothing you can accomplish from any kind of negativity. All the stuff that you do that holds you down. The only thing that you can do is be positive. And even if you gotta try something 1,000, 1,000,000 times, that's the only way to be successful, I think. There's if anyone can come up with any kind of situation
Can't
where
be
being
afraid to
negative
fail.
is a good thing, then let me know. Y'all can call in.
You can't
speak
fear
easy.
failure. That's it. Period.
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
You
that's
can't fear failure.
I mean, I guess I could be scared of the dark alley. I mean, that might keep me safe. It could be somebody in the dark alley.
Okay,
I mean, let me say
But
this.
I'm not saying being an idiot.
But that's what I say. Let me say
Right.
this.
All right.
In some
That's fair.
situations, your fear will keep you safe. And
Okay.
in other situations, your fear will keep you stagnant.
Okay.
So you gotta
Okay.
pick out which one is which.
Right. That's all right. That's a fair point. That's a fair
That's
point.
using common sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not necessarily saying be naive or gullible.
I mean, I ain't going to a gunfight with a knife.
Hey, man.
Right.
He got a Uzi, I got a knife.
I'm going to try to bring a tank.
Chances is I ain't gonna live.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I might get lucky, one in a million.
21 feet.
Still
yeah.
trying.
21 feet.
And that's what I tell people a lot of times. If you see something not working, don't keep doing the same thing, putting all your time and energy in something that's not going. Go reach out and talk to somebody. It was a man by the name of Jerry Russell. He passed away some years back. He used to the radio station KZY 690, the beat of the road city.
That's right, the beat.
And there was my cousin's uncle.
That's right.
I met that guy and I fell in love with radio ever since then. He was like, "Man, you ready?" And he was like, "Man, I'm trying to get a segment," but he had a lot of older senior people with him, but I never got on with him. But he always rubbed off on me.
Right.
And I went to some of his places where he had shows at, and I always been around music and stuff all my whole life.
Right.
So that's why I tell people, mentorship, that is the key. I mean, I'm good with a lot of other people's kids, and my dad was a mentor to a lot of my cousins, contributing to them having kids and bringing them down from Fort Worth, Houston, and other surrounding cities. He took time out with them. And with him passing on like that, I see some of the gifts that was passed down to myself.
Right.
Sometimes you don't realize what you have until something happens.
That's true.
You know, like
Yep.
saying triumph, and you know, other things make things happen in different ways. So that's why I tell people, always keep your head up. Don't give up. Just give out.
No, that's
Advice,
right.
whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, I get. I'm with
That's
you
what keeps
there.
me going.
I mean, you're absolutely right about that, not knowing what's in you until something happens and
Yeah.
it calls it forth. Because you don't know what kind of strength or what kind of talent or gifting you might have in you that somebody else needs until a specific situation calls for it,
Right.
and you find out that it's in there.
Right.
But once you know what's in there, it's your responsibility to do something good with it.
Right.
right.
And just
That's
like
great.
my dad passing first, Tracy dad passed,
Man,
City dad
like right in
passed.
a row. We all went
And,
through it together.
Dang.
Just right behind each other.
Literally.
Me was real low.
Oh.
When it happened to them, I'm confident in them.
Yeah.
Right.
And just like it just came from within. And then collectively we all link up and
It is.
we was all there for each other.
Yep.
That's sometimes what people don't know how to do, no matter what color you are.
When you find out
Just
who your
be there
friends
for
are.
everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
That's when you find who really your family.
Yeah.
That's when
That
you
is.
say you truly family.
Yeah.
Just because somebody your
You
blood
know.
don't mean they're your family.
That's what I mean. That's when
Yes,
you
sir.
find out you family.
You right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be there when your darkest hour.
That's right,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You know, because hey, when my dad died, I didn't know. I had to talk to Greg. You know, God used Greg to help me through it because I tried everything I knew, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Nothing that used to work for me didn't work.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, until I had talked to Greg and got on my knees and just really broke down.
I told him. That's what it
It
takes.
came to me, and doors started opening, just
Yeah.
like unbelievable.
My dad, mama
But
was
you
friends.
sought mentorship.
I did.
Yeah.
That's right.
You saw somebody who had gone through a situation that you hadn't gone through, that had gone through and had experience. And for your listening audience, take that story right there and run with it, because if you got somebody who's willing, and if you do have a little piece of money or a piece of success, don't be stingy with it.
Right.
Give back.
Give it back.
You're not gonna
Yes, sir.
get no blessing.
Right.
right.
Give it
Holding the
back.
blessing.
Right.
You don't get no
about it.
blessing.
Right.
A closed hand can't receive nothing.
Right.
Give it away and it'll come back to you. I learned a long time ago, if you help enough people get what they want in life, you will by default get what you want.
Right. I believe in
You
that.
succeed by them. They're your success. They're the picture of your success.
Exactly.
Tell
And that's called heroic leadership. And what I mean when I say that, a heroic person is always about themselves. See what I'm saying? You want to be a servant person, because you are leading others. People are watching you.
Right.
And a servant person is not self-focused.
Right.
They'll focus on developing others and bringing people forward with you.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of person you should be. Everyone you come in contact or
Right.
colleagues or whoever you're working with, you should be trying to develop them
Absolutely.
and them learn from you.
Right.
Absolutely.
Two-way learning, right?
Agree. I mean, I've always lived by, even before I met Roderick, I think that's probably one of the first things I ever really told him about myself. I have always lived by the creed that I will want to leave you in a better situation
We live by that.
than when I found you.
Yeah.
So when I meet you, I want to do something or leave something with you that's going to push you in a better place than when I first met you. Because I
Right.
want you to always have a positive impact and some kind of elevation from the time we had to spend together. That's the only thing that I ever wish for any relationship I ever come in contact with my whole life. Because a lot of people you come in contact with don't do that for you. They actually chip away at you
They
and they
leave
take
something.
away
They
from
took
something.
away something out of
Right,
you.
they took away something instead of leaving something with you.
Right.
Very
So, and you got way more people taking pieces away than there are people making deposits. So it's
Which
really
leave you
Man.
broken for the next person.
exactly.
Man.
Not only
Then
trying
the
to,
diseases,
It
if you
spreads
break
all
them,
around.
somebody else,
Right.
you broken.
exactly.
Which means you gotta be constantly working on yourself.
Right.
You gotta be constantly building yourself, so that when those pieces do get broken and chipped away, you send the little means in there to fix it. Y'all know,
Right.
like, what was that movie we was watching in was it I, Robot, when they had a car crash, the little robots go out there,
Oh, and they go and sweep it all up.
Hey, you gotta, and like we were talking earlier, fail fast. See, a lot of people look at situations where, like Jim was talking about, where people are taking those pieces as failures. No, it's just better. That's ways for you to get better. So use that to your advantage. Get better. And another thing, while y'all was talking, I was like, we get to a certain point and we feel like we've made it, but we all in the system, okay? We all, and one of the quotes I love most by Harriet Tubman. They said, Harriet Tubman, you freed so many slaves, blah 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 blah. She's like, I would have freed more, but what?
They didn't
know they were slaves. A lot of us don't even realize we slaves. But we're not in chains anymore. We slaves up here.
Yeah, that's the most powerful tool.
Right.
Yeah,
So work on your mind. That's the one thing I can tell y'all. Work on your mind.
And you know what it leads to? Mental health.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people get away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health.
Right.
Arguing, fussing,
Yeah.
high blood pressure, stroking out.
But not knowing
stressing
what to
out.
do to get help.
It's that mental
way too
health.
late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It affects your body.
It does.
It does. It really does.
Like, how that man let it be 100 every day he happy?
That's why it's
Smiling every day. I'm still arguing with nobody.
That man say he drink a beer every
He
morning.
chilling, he relaxed.
And
You
relax
out here,
every
you
day.
arguing, you
You
mad.
mad? Listen, Holly.
You in the casket, the kids spending all your money.
That's right.
They done spent all the money on the land, fighting
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
And I forgot about you. Mom, I just want what you had.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Wow, what?
Yeah.
I'm living, you telling me that?
Yeah.
Them hurricanes like,
It's
what?
sad. Yes, sir.
Throw your mama there. Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Really.
okay, so you better enjoy your life while you living.
Yeah.
Sure better.
Yeah.
Can't
Hard,
take it
even
with you.
hard.
No, you
even
can't take it with you.
sometimes.
Sure can't, bro.
You sure can't.
No, you can't take it.
I learned a lot of knowledge today, and this young lady, Jennifer, I'm waiting on you to write your book. I'm sure. When you come back next time, hey, books there, stack of books
Look at
there.
themselves.
That's
And,
right.
That's
It's a
right.
family business.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, it's funny. It's funny though, because when I first came up with the concept and the idea, you know, I ran it across a bunch of people, and like every fourth person I would talk to, they were like, "Man, I'm writing a book," and I got to the point where I was hearing it so much, I started qualifying that conversation. I'd be like, "Are you writing it, or is it an idea?" Because see, we all got a book within us.
Right.
Because your life is a book.
Your life
you
is
got
a book,
story
baby.
to tell. Everybody's got a story.
Your life is
I
a
was
book.
telling you, everybody been through something.
That's right. We all been through something, and some of our situations need to be put on paper so they can bless and help somebody else.
Absolutely.
So we all got a book within us.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So it's some folks that's listening, and I know they listening. I know they be like, man, I've been wanting to write this book forever. Blah blah blah. Contact me.
Well, we want to tell somebody my story.
That's right.
Yeah.
And, you
Yeah.
want people
Leave off my
to
chest.
contact you? They can hit you up on your website.
Yes, sir.
I ain't giving you a number. I'll let you do.
Nah, okay. You can hit me up on the website. It's RoderickChappell.com. Anyway, you can put it up, City.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
cool.
got the link in the description for
Okay, cool.
right now.
All right, it's RoderickChappell.com. If you want to call me personally, 757-737-3955. That is my direct number.
All right, so I didn't say this the last time, but I just want to say this time. I realize that he's giving out his cell phone number, but come on, y'all. Be respectful, though. Try not to call at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah,
6
10
a.m., after 10
So
o'clock.
let them know y'all in
off
Virginia time,
limits.
which is an hour behind our time, right?
Absolutely.
Hour
Hour
ahead.
ahead.
And,
So
So
that
that's
means
5 to 9.
don't call after 9 if you ain't this region.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock daytime.
Yeah.
serious
You can
callers on.
email him anytime.
Yeah, email him at
email
any
me
time, you know.
Yeah.
And you
Link up
can
with him.
email me at RoderickChappellOnline@gmail, or just go to my website and
Your
you
Facebook page, right?
Yeah, they go on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm very active on Facebook, and I got a YouTube channel that I post constantly on. So
I seen some of it.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you gonna have a new subscriber. Like me, myself, and I. All three of us, we're gonna get that in.
I'm really kind of trying to concentrate on my YouTube, and I'm moving my focus from Facebook. And I'm gonna be straight up honest with y'all. Why? On YouTube, you can make money.
For the hits, right?
Well, after you get to a certain period of
number
time,
of subscribers.
once you get to a certain period of watch time, YouTube will start paying you.
Yeah.
So I'm an entrepreneur at heart, so I love
Hey, thanks for
Facebook.
that bit of advice
That's
out there,
right.
because I got a lot of YouTube videos.
Well,
Yeah.
So that we do too.
Yeah.
GP the Trouble is gonna go viral.
I always see people
Get me on
I
YouTube.
would tell people
Tell
go
me
catch
to
us
later.
No, that's
like, catch on
right.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I want everything we do, every event, I always try to make something or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
See their friends or
Right,
whatever,
yeah.
and they'll
Yeah.
go and look like, oh man, they like
Yeah.
they had fun.
Yeah.
I say once
So
you
it's
get
advertisement.
up there,
Yeah,
they
that's-
pay you for your time. You
Yeah,
go to their
that's
local,
what I'm
they
talking
like
about.
they do all of their top channels. They take them to a convention every year and everything.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
YouTube is big, bro.
You know them top
Yeah,
Yes,
channels,
sir.
buddy.
YouTube is
Well, shout out
big.
to Dish Network. I got YouTube on there. I'm finna subscribe. I'm gonna gonna be on TV, Mama. By the way, happy birthday. I'm gonna be on TV,
Mama. Yes, it's on
I
me,
know that's
baby.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, y'all, we gonna be here. Like I said, I got the book signing tomorrow at 6 p.m. But you can get the book while we in town. Books are $10 a pop. These fellas gonna get books tonight.
And we'll get it signed for you.
That's right.
And I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, when I get books, I don't look at the cover. Hey, it's some good knowledge in here, and I'm gonna read it from front to back. And if the pictures in there, if y'all just getting it for the pictures, hey, did you hey $10 just to get a picture? So hey, you can get a picture,
Sometimes
you
the
can get
picture is the greatest message to
That's
sell
right.
advertisement.
I was
sir.
about to say, don't
The
y'all?
picture-
Yeah, I got
I
pictures
do
in
like
there.
the cover though.
I'm saying the cover.
I do like the
The
cover.
cover is
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
'Cause
Yes,
this,
I can.
This is the first impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a celebration. They the Speakeasy family. Hey, we just picked up 2 more.
I
know that's
They
right.
just got 3 in the studio and the millions and the millions and the millions. Y'all
That's
tune
right, the
in.
millions.
Somebody call in. I see everybody going on Facebook Live. Call in. This your boy GP the Showboat. It ain't nothing new that we ain't always done. But when we get somebody here, somebody please call in. If you can hear me now, can you hear me now? Call in.
I'm gonna share something with
Peacock.
y'all too about vision. And I don't want to preach a message tonight, but
Go ahead, brother. That's what we hear.
What the Bible be talking about, without a vision, the people perish.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our lives, we think that when the Bible's saying when we perish, and we think we're gonna die. But if you look at it, a lot of our lives, financially are dying, spiritually, mentally, family relationships are dying because emotionally we don't have a vision of where we're gonna take those things. It's like Jennifer and I, like I told y'all, 5 years ago we were homeless. We did not have a place to live. Okay? And I told this woman, I was like, look, if you stick with me through this, we ain't gonna be in this situation no more.
Roderick wants to really show y'all this picture
Yeah,
about
yeah.
vision
So let's
and
see.
taking
I'm
stuff places.
gonna show you and teach you, and especially the viewing audience, I'm gonna teach y'all something about vision, okay? Now, the best thing that could ever happen to this for me as far as sales, y'all think, roll down this road with me. What would be who could I put this book in and instantly it would be a success? Oprah Winfrey.
Boom, Oprah.
As a disclaimer, okay? I don't have any rights to this, okay, Oprah, I want you to sue me. I had somebody do this for me.
Photoshop
Because
that book.
I need to see it. If you have something within you and it needs birth, okay, whether it be a ministry, a book, a studio, a DJing job, whatever it is, do it and then worry about perfecting it later on. This book
There
is
you
not
go.
perfect, okay? If y'all read this book, you're going to find some mistakes, okay? This is the first copy. I printed this thing. We already got revision 3 out, okay? Because we found mistakes. But you know what? They've been I don't want to go there. Jennifer was reading the other night her psychology book.
Right. So I was trying to tell him.
I was beating myself up.
Because he was like, oh my God, this isn't right. And oh my God, that isn't right. And I was trying to tell him that there are things out there in the world that have been printed and published by big name people that have been out there forever that are not right. They have mistakes in them. And so I was reading my psychology book the other night and I underlined one especially for him because there was a word in there that should have been chance. And it was change instead of that. And that's a psychology textbook for a school that multiple someones have written and multiple someones have edited and multiple someones have revised it and they still missed this one issue within the book. And I'm sure there are other problems in there. My statistics book had a huge issue where pages were missing out of the book. So, I mean, and these are textbooks. That's why I was trying to tell them. I was like, when you publish something, it's always going to be something in there that ain't right because we people, we not perfect. That's a reflection of what's in you. You an imperfect person, so your book's imperfect. That's just the way it's going to be.
So what the point of the fact of the matter is, don't wait till you get it perfect to get it right.
Because you'll be
Just
sitting
do
there
it.
waiting
But the
to...
thing about it, people gonna like this
that.
imperfect book better because people are imperfect.
Watch this.
Absolutely.
But watch this.
So it's-
When we do sell 1 million copies, these books gonna be worth more because if you get $1 out of circulation and it's imperfect and it's got some flaws on it,
Yeah.
is that $1 worth $1 or is it worth way more?
Way
It's
more.
worth- so these books right here, they gonna be worth so much. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
just like the guy, was it Kendrick Lamar says crooked smile?
Yeah.
You know, hey, people can relate to that.
Exactly.
That's how people really are. You know what I mean? Without the makeup.
Exactly.
Y'all heard it here
Exactly.
first
So I'm
and
just
foremost.
saying, you know, this people like the real, the raw.
Yeah.
They like you more by getting out there and being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Agreed.
That's a great word.
Agreed.
So
Be vulnerable.
you have to learn not to be ashamed.
Ain't
To
nobody
be
ashamed.
vulnerable.
Ain't nobody ashamed.
No.
Because people can see through fake stuff.
You
Yeah.
right about that.
You know, they can see
sir.
through that. Oh,
Yeah.
you trying to be faking like that. I know.
Y'all make sure y'all cop them
I know my
copies.
friends are
Yes, I
telling
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure
Yeah.
y'all
Book
get them.
signing tomorrow.
But I want to ask you a
Yeah.
question though.
Yes, sir.
What made you come up with the title self-sabotage?
The first one had to be self-sabotage because the next ones that are coming are just going to build the person that's reading the series from the self-sabotage edition. We're going to take the self-sabotage because we gotta make you understand that you've been hurting yourself all this time. Then the next book is going to be building. The next book is going to be building. So we had to because it's kind of like
Almost
if
like breaking you down to build you back up.
I ain't want to go there, but it's kind of like if you have an earthquake, you know how when the building fall and they go in, they trying to find people.
Right.
We trying to find you right now, and we know that a lot of people are lost, hurt, disappointed, disillusioned, and we go into some stories in here, like Baylor said, it's vulnerable, and well, I say we, I wrote it. I always say we because it's a partnership, but I go into some stories that put us out there. I mean, I put our business in the street. But one thing about us, we don't care because we know where we have come from.
Right, and you're past that.
And if you are in a situation, that's your situation. That's not who you are.
Right, and don't, yeah. Right,
Okay,
don't-
and a lot of people start owning the situation like, oh, I'm homeless. Oh, I'm this. Watch what you say about yourself.
Do you
because
know
what
Steve
say-
Harvey was homeless?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah.
know he actually lived out the car?
Mhm.
Do you know Tyler Perry lived
That's
in his
right.
car?
Yes.
Yep.
And look what they became.
That's right.
That's
know,
because they
those
did.
So that don't mean nothing.
They didn't
about
give
us.
up. Yeah.
They ain't know the house or the car is just a place where
Yeah,
you
my
Yeah.
struggles don't define who I am.
That's
I know
right.
that.
I done been lived in my car before when I was a young man.
I mean, sometimes you gotta go through something like that to learn how to learn how to define yourself, to tell yourself what you really are, see what you're really made of. Because like Roger was saying, you know, you be careful about those I ams because that I am is super so powerful. You have to be very careful with what you place after that I am. Because if you start claiming I am broke, I am poor, I am this, everything in the universe is going to organize itself around those words and find its way to your doorstep. So you need to start claiming I am rich, I am wealthy, I am powerful, I am
The best
I could ever be. Because that's going to find its way to your doorstep.
This right
as soon
here
as you
is the
start doing
best
that.
wealth you could ever have. And let me explain it to you because y'all already proved it. You can have all the money in the world and go broke.
You better
But
know.
if you don't have the mind to make it happen, you're going to be broke.
You're going to be broke.
So if they say, would you rather have $1 million or have a sound mind? I'd rather have the sound
You
mind
better
because I
sound
can make
mind
$1 billion.
You better know.
But I'm stuck at $1 million. Then I'm from a dummy. That's all I know how to get.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying?
right.
You right. You right.
Because if you got a mind, nobody can hold you back.
Yes, sir.
You right.
You can think for yourself.
You right.
You know, I can walk around that table. I see you standing there. I'm gonna go around that obstacle. I can go over that obstacle.
That's
I
right.
go under that obstacle.
Agreed.
You know, it's a way. It's more than one way to skin the cat.
You right about it.
So I'm saying, that, hey, this is the greatest thing you could have ever wrote because this is the greatest tool on earth, the mind. Every great thing in the world was created with a mind.
It starts
Even an
right there.
athlete, if they didn't have the mind,
Starts in your
they couldn't
brain.
bounce the ball or throw the ball.
That's true.
Or think how to
Yep.
do a play.
You're right, bro.
You know what I mean? The mind is the greatest.
Agreed.
It's the greatest computer ever invented.
Mm-hmm.
Because computers only do what you tell them to do.
You right about
The
that.
mind thinks independent.
You better
You
say
know what I
that.
mean?
You better go on.
It's never
I'm
too late
saying,
to make a change. It's
You
never
wanna
too
see-
late to go out and get it. You know what I'm
Get a
saying?
shout
I
in
suggest,
here.
y'all go out there and get you a copy. Yes, I Can. Available hard copy or paperback.
Paperback, yes, sir.
Paperback and audiobook also available. You know what I'm saying? We got the book signing tomorrow. That's September the 29th, 6 p.m. Y'all go out there. You can get a signed copy of this book. Is that the first edition as well?
That's the first edition. Yes,
All right. So y'all can get those first editions too. On top of that, you might be you can maybe make some money in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I tell you, man, I'm very excited. I'm glad y'all came on our show, man. It's
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, like you said. With that being said, for everybody that tuned in live,
so Rod
keep
had
these
some
we doing
people
it,
that
baby.
tuned in on your page, right?
Yeah,
Can we
somebody
give a shout
class-
out to who are they? Let's give a shout out.
Sherry Pinkney was on with us.
Pam.
Pam Neighbors, they gonna. Then I know those folks gonna be at the signing tomorrow. So all folks that support me, I thank y'all so much because I would not be who I am. And I'll say this a million times. I would not be who I am without y'all.
And again, appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all check out Roderick Chappell book show, book signing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? RoderickChappell.com. Get you a copy and follow and support. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you being here again, and
Thank you.
appreciate y'all tuning in.
All right now.
Signing out.